There is the best furnace ever. I'm going to stand by that. I've never seen a better furnace than that one. And I think I'll just sit here in this chair with my feet up on the stool this morning and just explain a little bit from where I am what you're looking at. This is a warm air furnace, gravity. It was an octopus furnace. That's what they name them when they've got all that sheet metal work on top with the leaders going out everywhere. The ductwork, a bonnet is the name of the sheet metal piece on top. Now that I took that all away, and it was a great improvement. The furnace used to be used that as its flue. And one of the first things I did there when I moved in here in '74 was to move that thimble. That's what you call that ceramic ring. I moved that thimble down and broke into the chimney, which was outside the house at that time, because there was a crack from the fire hole right up to the summer beam. So I moved it down, and that's where the furnace had sat for, I don't know, maybe 15 years. But then I built another chimney. I moved it over more into the corner. I was careful to make sure it did not touch the wall so that the air could circulate behind it. That's a bit of a, I'll get up after, not at the moment. I'll get up next video and walk around it and show you. I think I just want to talk about what you can see from here. Now, all that brick, all that red brick, it doesn't have to be there. It's just standing there. It's not mortared or anything. It's just standing there as thermal mass, rather than have it out in the cold, frozen together in a big pile. I brought it in a couple years ago and just stood it up there so it would soak up that heat like a big sponge and give it off all night. Now, the white concrete blocks, they're more permanent. They're also not mortared. They're just standing there. We could unstack them and set them aside and restack them. But that's the best single thing I probably ever did with this furnace, other than take the ductwork off it. It never had a fan, but the ductwork was octopus-like and with various, those make a basement, so they're basically almost unusable because the headroom is so small. This is going to be more than I can explain in a single video, but I'm going to start. The best furnace ever. Now, the yellowish looking brick outside the white blocks, that's fire brick. And I got that basically for free. Each one of those fire bricks would probably cost $5, but it was an industrial size, an industrial boiler, a coal-fired boiler that they'd taken apart. And the guy was just going to take his bulldozer and drive back and forth across that brick to crush it up and just bury it. And I said, wait. And I think I got about 8 pickup loads of it, which I've used. And that's a find you don't get very much. Now, the upper door is the charging door. It says Sears Home Art. I don't know if you can read that or not. That's where you put the wood or coal in. I only burn wood in it now. I haven't burnt coal in this for probably 10 years. Maybe 15. I used to have the coal behind that steel door where I could feed it in from the outside, but I just haven't used that space. But there is a coal storage bin there. I guess if you ever had to go back to coal, you could use that. The lower door is to clean the ashes out. The flap that's on there is the draft. If it's shut, it shuts the thing down, cuts the air off. The little wedge there is just a way of wedging it open. The reason there's a chain is because it goes back to, on the chimney, there's a balancing draft. So when this one goes down and shuts the air off, a draft back on the chimney comes up and bypasses. That's called a check draft, I think. It bypasses the furnace if you want to shut it down. Now, there's no moving parts. This thing is completely silent. I don't think my camera pick it up, but I can hear the fire in there barely burning, and I'll show it to you in a moment. Now, the stuff that's on top, there's going to be more than I can explain in a single video, so I guess I'll probably have to stop for now. One of the reasons I'm doing this now, though, is because I'm going to make this best furnace ever better. And I've started already, and I'm going to probably continue to do it today. All right, more to explain. Oh, here, I will get up, and I'll at least show you what the fire looks like. I built it up this morning. It was going, but... Bye for now.